everyone, my name is Ming, and now I'm going to answer 12 questions in the speaking part 1 test of lesson 25. Let's get started. First question: what types of buildings are there in your city? Well, in my city, I think that the major types of buildings, the main types of building are the buildings which have many flats as well as a lot of apartments. Well, you know that it is because the Bắc Ninh province, the population density of Bắc Ninh province is pretty crowded. Therefore, we have to build more and more this kind of buildings to utilize the ground for people to live. Next question: are historical buildings important? Well, yes, definitely. You know, they can be considered to be the evidence of evidence of the our history ancestor. Not only that, this area is also tourist attractions which can improve the income or the development of economy in the local province. Next, are there any monuments in your hometown? Well, yes. As I remember, in our town, there are many, monuments from the shape of the mountains to the sculptures about the heroes in the history. For example, in my school, there's also a monument of heroes named Lý Thái Tổ, who is the pioneer of Lý Dynasty in our country. Next, do you like to visit historic buildings? Well, I don't know that I don't know how many I have fascinations in this field. However, if I got a chance, I would like to visit once because historical buildings is also is because visiting historical buildings is a good way for me to broaden historical knowledge as well as increase my patriotism and gratefulness with my history and my ancestor. Next, what have you ever visited a famous structure? Well, yes, of course. Yes, of course. For about a year ago, my family and I went to the Ho Chi Minh City to see the to what uh, to what famous structure name is this building is shaped like a fish. You know that, right? And then when we stood in front of it and look, we our feeling are were wow, this is so picturesque, and I think that is a unforgettable experience with me and my family. Next, do you prefer old or new building? Well, personally, I would rather to stay in new buildings than the old ones. Firstly, it is because in new buildings they are equipped with a lot of more modern and innovative facilities which can help me to improve my standard of living as well as improve our conditions. Not only that, uh, new buildings are also designed to up to date with the era. Therefore, I think that is also very fashionable and help me not be left behind with the world. Next, are historical building important? Well, this question is the same with the second question. Therefore, I will eliminated. Next, would you like to live in an old building? Well, as I mentioned, as the aforementioned reasons that I gave, I do not like to live in the old buildings. However, if I get a chance, I would like to try once because people always assume that an old building has a lot of unforgettable memories with your friends, with your relatives, or with your own families. They, this is also the place uh, where you uh, where you get through all the memories and all the scenes in your life. Next, have you ever seen old buildings in the city? Well, yes, of course. In the near my house. My house is in the Tucson City, one of the most modern and developing town in Bắc Ninh province. And yeah, in our city, there also have a lot of old buildings, such as the temples in Đình Bảng village or the pagoda named Phật Tích monument, named Phật Tích temple in our city. And I think that is also proud with the Tucson people. Next, do you want to become an architect in the future? Well, to be honest, architect is not my future career in the future. However, if I if people recommend me to follow this career, this job, I think it's not a very bad career because first of all, it can help me to have a well-paid job. As I know, our architects have can earn a lot of money in a month. Secondly, if I am an architect, I can also design a building for my families or for me by myself, and I think that is also very interesting. For the last question, what kind of architect style that will become famous in the future? Well, I I don't have much knowledge about this field. However, I think that the architect style which is popular at present is the modern style because now with the development of science and technology, almost people have tendencies to have their house designed as modern as possible with the world. Therefore, I think that this is the style that can be famous in the future. And that's all about my speaking part one test. Thanks for listening.